Hello and welcome to my channel. This is Joy from She Speaks Too. Make sure you like, make sure you comment, and make sure you subscribe. If you are new here, this channel is mostly all things Liberian, but I did start off by doing, when I started my channel, I started doing a review on a show called I May Destroy You, and that's how this channel got started. And then when I went to Liberia, moved to Liberia, I started doing all things Liberia. Well, there is a new reality show called Young, Famous, and African. It should be called Young, Rich, and African because everybody on that show is rich. But anyway, there's a show on Netflix that I started to review. We're going to do episode 2 tonight. And I like the show because for once we're not being shown as poor Africans or, as someone said, poverty porn. We're being shown as counterparts to any developed nation, which South Africa is very developed. So that's why I started reviewing this show. It's reality TV, so it still has that reality formula where they have to create drama. Some of it is fabricated, so it's not perfect, but I just like it enough that I'm going to review it. So we're going to do episode 2 this evening. I named this episode The Queen Has Arrived because Zari has arrived. We didn't see her in episode 1. She definitely is a presence. So we're going to talk about that. And also, I have been wanting not to like Kanye. I think it's Kanye Bao. I've been wanting not to like her, but I find that I really do like her. And I think we have some of the same mannerisms. We're very intrusive. We ask a lot of questions. We want to know everyone's business. So I'm finding that I really, really like her. In the first episode, I said I didn't trust her. I didn't trust any woman who altered her appearance that much, but I do like Kanye. I like her a lot. So let's get started on the episode. So the episode starts with Diamond Platinum's talking to Nadia, saying he wanted to take her. He wanted to go car shopping, and he wanted her to go and pick out the car for him. I'm going to call him Diamond and Pearls because he had on this white outfit with the see-through sleeves and the pearls on there. So we're going to call him Diamonds and Pearls. So he says that he likes her. He likes that it's not easy. He likes the hunt of it all. So basically, him and Nadia go, and it was just a little time for them to flirt. She wore a very short dress. They just wasted these white people's time. They did not buy one car that I saw. He comes to South Africa here and there. His family is there. When I say his family, the mother of his children, she's there with the 2 children. You've been coming to South Africa for years, so this was just a way for him to floss. In this show, like I said in the first episode, they want to reinforce that these people are rich, so they're overplaying it. So he's looking at Porsches, Lamborghinis, he's looking at all these luxury cars. With Nadia, we did not see him make one purchase. Like I said, he just wanted to waste those white people's time. In episode 1, Annie was kind of criticizing Kanye's mothering skills or lack of mothering skills. So Kanye visits Annie to put this thing to rest. So they start getting on. Annie says, how can your daughter live next door to you? What kind of mother are you? Kanye said, but your children are in another country. Then Annie says, if your daughter was sick or throwing up, you wouldn't even know. Kanye said, how would you know? You're in another country. Your children are in Nigeria. So Annie says, my children are with my mother. So they go back and forth. Kanye said, basically, I like that Kanye didn't take her too serious, because if you called me a bad mother, those are fighting words. So she didn't take it too serious. They kind of went back and forth, jokingly about it. And Kanye said jokingly, you're a bad mother too. I'm not the only bad mother. So, it was a good scene. I kind of see Annie's point. I think a 15-year-old is too young to have an apartment by herself. But, the apartment is next door. So I guess that makes it easier. I still think she's too young to have an apartment, too much space. You don't leave a teenager and give them that much rope to hang themselves, because they would definitely do something to disappoint you. That's too much freedom. There was a scene where what's his name? What's the designer's name? Let me look at my notes, guys. Swanky Jerry. There was a scene where Swanky Jerry took Annie on a helicopter. He was kind of talking to her about her stance on Kanye, saying that, you know, everybody is different. It works for Kanye. Kind of telling Annie to lighten up, because we know that, he says, I know that when you're not with your kids for 2 to 3 days, you start crying, but she's not that type of mother. Just kind of have some grace. So they went on a helicopter ride, and just by watching that, I was afraid. I don't like to be in closed spaces and high up. I can be in a big airplane, but that helicopter is too small. So I definitely felt Annie's fear. Okay, so now we meet Zari. Zari is a presence. I think she is beautiful. She is Ugandan. She has 5 children. I only thought she had the 2 by Diamond and Pearls, Diamond Platinums. But she has 5 children, big children. She is gorgeous. So she meets up with Kanye. In Liberia, we would say she got a little bit of mash muff, but she's still beautiful. I don't know anything about Uganda, Ugandan women, except the only thing I know about Uganda is Idi Amin. So the dictator that they had. So I don't know much about Uganda. I'm going to have to read up. But Zari is beautiful. She meets up with Kanye. And they start talking. They know each other. At one point, I think they dated the same guy. And then Kanye was saying that Zari does something. And then Zari said it's that Ugandan sauce. Because Kanye said it's hard for men to leave her. So it's something in the water in Uganda. They were joking. And I can believe that because Zari is gorgeous. She was talking about how she's with Diamonds and Pearls, aka Diamond Platinums. And she was in South Africa, and he kept cheating, kept having babies on her. So right now they're only co-parenting. But this is what I think about an African man. If you are with an African man and you have children and you decide you're not going to put up with his mess, but he is financially taking care of you, he can still see other people openly. However, if you're going to see someone, he must not know about it, because all funds will be cut off. He will cut you off, and that just happens to be their ego. So I have a feeling like that Zari doesn't openly date as much as Diamonds and Pearls, aka Diamond Platinums, does, because I bet that he's helping financially. So that's just my opinion. I just know African men, okay? So he can openly date, have other women, but I have a feeling that she is a little more secretive with what she's doing, just because she doesn't want to rock the relationship. I feel like he feels that he can come back to her anytime. And maybe he can, because I feel like these two are not done. Her heart is still there. And so because of that, she maintains that space where she doesn't have a lot of men or male company around her. That's just my opinion. I'm African. I'm Liberian. That's just what I think. Maybe this is just West African men, but I just feel it in my soul that Diamonds and Pearls, aka Diamond Platinum, is that kind of man. You don't want to bruise his ego. So Nadia, I didn't like her hair, the dreads. I don't know if it was a wig. I didn't like the baby hairs. I didn't like that hair. I think Nadia is beautiful. I love her energy. She's one of my favorite people on the show. Kanye is slowly becoming my favorite person. I just love how she's like, so are y'all sleeping together? What are y'all doing? So anyway, I like Nadia. I just didn't like her hair. Poor Nadia. I didn't like how she was made to feel small on this episode. I will say is there was a little scene with Kanye walking over to her 15-year-old daughter's apartment. I have to say, for a child that lives on her own next door to her mother, this 15-year-old was very well behaved, very well spoken, did not look too grown for her age. Her and her mom had a conversation. What I like that Kanye said that made me think was she said, she said, I'm her mother. She's my daughter, but we have never met before. This is her first time meeting me. This is my first time meeting her. So we're both learning each other. And I have never thought about that as a parent before. Like my daughter, Sienna, before I brought her into this world, I had no knowledge of her or who she would become. She had no knowledge of me. So basically, we're on this journey, learning each other, and the journey is going to change the older she gets. So that was an interesting perspective. I don't know you, you don't know me, even though we're mother and child, but we're just trying to learn each other and do the best we can. So that's an interesting perspective. And like I said, I do have to say, for a 15-year-old living on her own, I know it's next door to her mother. She's very well behaved, well spoken, beautiful little girl, was articulate, talked to her mom, did her mom's baby hairs. You know, they seemed to have a very good relationship. So it's parenting is not one size fits all. I guess having an apartment next to your mom is no different than having a mansion and having a room on the side of the house where your mother would have to walk and see you. So maybe, I mean, I guess we need to look at it that way. Diamonds and pearls, aka diamond platinums. And first of all, I love when he speaks his language, his dialect language, whatever it is. He's like, no, no, no. I don't know what he is. I love it. And then they give the little subtitles, but I love it. I love when he speaks his dialect. Let me just say that. Anyway, Diamond and Pearls, Diamond Platinums is having an Arabian Night party. It's to honor their culture. He says they have been influenced by the colonizer, which is true. You can be colonized by a country for so many years and not have that influence. So he had an Arabian Night party. So everyone shows up. Annie shows up. I think Annie looks great, but I'm at the stage in my life where if I have to keep pulling a dress up like this and keep pulling it down like this, I don't need to wear that. I need to be comfortable. I want to look sexy, but I also need to be comfortable. So Annie shows up looking gorgeous, but her dress is so short that when she sits, she has to put, I saw later on in the episode, she had a blanket over her lap. Let me see. Nadia comes. Nadia is there. First, Nadia is sitting by Diamond Platinum, Diamond and Pearls, and you know the vibe is good. Let me see. Annie comes. Of course, she's complaining. It's cold outside. Is this? Annie complains a lot. Like, be quiet. I like Annie, but stop complaining. Then Zari shows up in a vision of white. The queen has arrived. Zari looks beautiful. She has a presence when she steps in the room. She's beautiful. And it just made poor Nadia just kind of shrink. Like, Nadia has a big personality, but when Zari comes in the room, Zari's presence and her chemistry with Diamonds and Pearls, aka Diamond Platinums, it cannot go unnoticed. They start talking, and Zari is a little judgmental. She said this is Arabian Nights. She's like, the people of that culture, they're very modest. What does Annie have on? So she's kind of judgmental too, her lip mash off. But she's so beautiful. She walks in, everyone turns to look. Her and Diamonds and Pearls, aka Diamond Platinums, they're talking, they're laughing. You know, she's like the woman of the hour. So Andele and Nadia are talking, and I think she admits here that she is intimidated. She said, how could she not be? This woman is gorgeous. And then we see Diamonds and Pearls, aka Diamond Platinums, and Zari talking. They had a heartfelt conversation. Basically, he had betrayed her too many times. She said for the 20 times that she has stood up for him, he had only stood up for her 2 times. And she just couldn't take it anymore. She wanted the peace. And then he said in his confessional that if they were to mess around, he would risk losing respect for her losing respect for him. They just kind of talk. I wish that, and then, you know, he had the outside babies on their relationship. So I wish that he admitted now that he's not the man that she would need if they were to get together. Like he said, he wants mutual respect between the two of them. What Zari kept saying throughout the night, every time she looked at Diamond and Pearls, was that your kids miss you. So I'm wondering, since you've been in South Africa, your first stop, since you came on a private jet, that private jet should have flown you to the cheering so you could see the cheering. But you having parties, you looking up fake cars with Nadia, you going all around. You should have gone to see a cheering. She said it more than once. She said, your children miss you. Your children miss you. He said, oh, they miss me. Yeah, your children miss you. So it makes it seem like this is a celebrity dad. He flies in, does all his celebrity type stuff, and maybe sees his kids on the Sunday, the day that he's leaving. I hope not, because I like Diamonds and Pearls, aka Diamond Platinums. I like him. So they just kind of talk. You can see there was a lot of heartache in her face and her eyes that he had put her through. And she's finally having peace. But like I said, I bet that peace comes with not letting him know that she's seeing anybody. And that is how the episode ends. I thought about the episode. I thought that Zari definitely has a presence. I believe that she intimidated Nadia when she walked in. And there is an age difference. I think Zari is 40 and I think Nadia's in her 20s. So there is an age difference. There's a life experience that comes with being in your 40s. How would I know? I don't know. But there is an age difference. There's a confidence that comes with being a grown woman with children. There's a confidence that comes with being around your child's father when there's mutual respect. So I think she walked in that party a vision of white. I'm liking Kanye. I think her daughter, even though her daughter lives in that apartment, I think her daughter is very well behaved, very articulate. Kanye might be doing a better job on her children than mothers who are more judgmental of her. I don't think we saw a lot of Swanky Jerry. We didn't see a lot of Swanky Jerry this episode. You know, he took Annie on the helicopter ride, and then he came to the Arabian Nights party trying to make an entrance. Andele was there. He was kind of like the voice that Nadia was kind of talking to, the voice of reason when Nadia was kind of talking, saying Nadia said, even if Diamonds and Pearls and Zari weren't messing around, she still, if she was with him, couldn't handle that type of relationship. That chemistry, you could see the chemistry between Zari and Diamonds and Pearls. What else? Who else do we want to talk about? Oh, the Nick and DJ. Nick and DJ were there, but not too much about him and his girlfriend, Kylie. Kylie said that if he asked her, she would marry him. They're just there, and Nick and DJ is kind of gross. He said the only thing that Diamonds and Pearls did wrong when he cheated was to get caught. He's kind of gross. I think he's been married 2 times. Kylie, run for your life. He's not marriage material. So this is Joy from She Speaks Too. If you made it this far through the review, then bravo. A lot of people don't make it this far. Make sure you like, make sure you comment, make sure you subscribe, make sure you share, and I will see you later.